Okay, so we got us a little bit of a solo dub going on here on the Warzone. And I know there's actually still a lot of people who are playing this. Because I know there's not a lot of people who are playing a ton of Cold War right now because it's kind of being dominated by one of two weapons. And I know they just nerfed the MP5 over there, but at the same time, I personally don't have Cold War because, you know, money, responsibilities, that kind of thing kind of take priority. However, I actually do have a solo Warzone dub here for you guys today, actually getting this win. And here I am trying to pick and choose where I want to go. And I feel like I should have had the last guy, but a lot sooner than I did. But you'll understand here soon enough when we get to that part. And I get this is a bit of a long video and everything like that, and it's not going to be the most exciting Warzone gameplay you've ever seen or anything like that. But it's not like I've sat there and actually tried. I was trying to play on the smart end of things and everything like that. I actually went and grabbed myself. I actually used my other chair and actually sat up a little bit higher. Actually saw things a lot clearer because the chair I was sitting in, which was an actual freaking armchair. Yeah, my starting gear here, I just had to try to play things smart. Because I got a lot of trash. And I do not like the SKS. Not that I'm much of a fan of other snipers in this game. And I saw that dude just run in there, and I backpedaled a little bit because I knew with what I had, I was going to get eaten up alive. And I hate this gun too. That 3-round burst gun in this game, I just cannot stand it. The burst delay and everything like that, I just can't get a good feel for it. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, that guy is still in there. I haven't seen him come out, nor did he clearly he didn't see me or anything like that. I didn't hear him running out or anything like that. I'm just sitting here trying to play the smart play here, while still trying to complete my bounty here, because let's be honest, who doesn't want a freaking satchel, an armor satchel, because those are a godsend sometimes. Having that extra armor could be the difference between winning or losing a gunfight when you have to sit down, duck for cover, and try to get different weapons and stuff like that. I still haven't seen this guy or anything like that. Haven't seen him come out or anything like that. So I'm going off on my third one. Just say screw it. I'm gonna just go for it and see how it goes. And he hasn't come out, and I'm still kind of looking back and forth because I know I'd have him at range with this weapon, but if he gets me up close, and then I'm out. But as much as I can't stand that gun, I swap it out, and I am not a big fan of the SA-87 either. I just don't like how it plays. I just don't like how it feels for it. As big of a gun as it is for an LMG and everything like that, it just doesn't really have the ammo reserves you would expect to have in an LMG. So, grab my satchel. Go up here, grab this chest that's sitting on the roof here. And thank God for this, even though I know this gun is slow, like painfully slow. Like I probably could have went into the kitchen and made a grilled cheese sandwich by the time, and got back with it, and probably ate half of my sandwich by the time I was done aiming down sights with this thing. Now I notice my threat level goes up to orange, so I'm just kind of eyeballing, seeing which way he's coming from, because I'm not quite sure. I close the door here, and yes, I'm gonna camp this dude out. You'll see what I mean with the ADS speed now. See what I mean? And then I start hearing his footsteps behind me. So I know he's coming. He did kick in the door. I was looking around to see what he had. Not really anything I would necessarily care to use.
It was a lot easier than I expected.
I just reload that because I honestly don't know how long I'm going to be stuck with it because I don't know where my loadout's going to go or if I'm buying my own loadout. I haven't quite made those decisions yet. I was sitting there thinking about going for the car, but I was like, no, that's going to point me wide open. I've had bad luck with that unless I'm with people in squads. And more often than not is because they're usually able to get the kills that I can't on the move. I'm gonna go for this buy station right here. Now, here's what I do here for whatever reason, and this I don't know why. I grabbed my loadout, made sure I had a gas mask and a self-res. Now, I could have waited on the self-res too, and you'll see here soon enough. And at that particular point, before I retreated back into the truck, I heard a bullet just whiz right by my head, so I'm just kind of backing up a little bit because I don't know how to handle that play. I don't know where he shot me from. I had no angle. So because of this, assuming he's going to sit here and try to charge me as he watched me go into the building here, just sitting there kind of looking for cash, mostly, really. At least that was the plan, because I didn't know if somebody had took him out, or if he just kind of gave up on the play, because a lot of people, they just generally tend to give up on plays, sometimes. He hasn't come through just yet, but I actually have a loadout. Now, mind you, I've kind of been stacking around and grabbing ammo all over the place and everything this entire match thus far, so I'm not going to be grabbing one of my typical fully loaded classes. I'm going to grab the M4, because I thought about grabbing one of my fully loaded classes, but then I thought, like, no, let me grab my M4 fully set, fully kitted without fully loaded, the way I like it. I'll close this door behind me because I hear this dude. I know he's coming. I feel like I hear him, but I'm not really quite sure. I wouldn't have rushed down like that, but something just told me I need to back it up. How do I want to play this right now? And then at this point, I'm just kind of deciding how do I want to play this, because I'm not sure where the circle is going to go. So I push my way back up just to eyeball for any snipers. I don't know why I closed that door behind me. And I heard his footsteps right there. I thought to myself, maybe if I go up behind him, I should be fine. But I also don't have a dead silence. If I had a dead silence, that would have been the perfect play. But I know he's coming up after me here. All noggin. Grab that armor box and plate up. It clearly isn't your typical loadout or anything like that, so I figured, like, oh hey, it's his own those aren't his own weapons. He hasn't got a loadout yet. At which point I'm just kind of looking for cash while eyeballing my surroundings. You see that self-res right there? That's not the only one I find in the chest in this match. Just kind of biding my time and taking it slow. I started thinking about going up here, and then I see that circle. I was like, oh, I may not want to do that. I didn't necessarily like how far I had to run, so I'm just sitting here. Okay, I'm going to look around here for a couple more seconds before I take back off. I'm actually going to take off towards the loadout that the game gives you and everything like that. I'm actually going to take off in that general direction, but I'm not going to claim it right away. Because I know there's people that are going to be running around in that area. I know the loadout's not by itself, even though I didn't see it drop. But given how the circle is, how a lot of people like to play the edge, I'm one of those people who like to play the edge. This is me looking for cash. Just sitting there, moping about my own business. And I'm sitting here thinking, I was like, why can't I get out this fucking door here? This is fucking stupid. Why can't I get out this door? I try again like an idiot before I realize, okay, you know what, I'm just going to go out and around. Then I grab my loadout that's going to ensure me having cold-blooded to go with Ghost. Because I really think cold-blooded is, I don't want to say it's a necessary perk, but I do think it helps. when we're playing against a lot of snipers here. In Warzone usually. And I am rocking my SPR, which is a marksman rifle. I see this dude off here in the distance. Why didn't I just pick him with my M4? Because this. Ooh. He did. And that was a nice shot, if I do say so myself. Yeah. Now, most of what I'm doing here is between looking for cash while eyeballing what's going on around me. I don't know why I didn't stop to grab that chest. I had more than enough time, clearly. I just wasn't thinking about it, I guess. I'm just going down through, and then I'm going to go up this ladder here. Sitting there wondering how long it's going to be before I get shot at from behind, because I know there's going to be some people running in. You can use this little height to my advantage and do a little bit of gatekeeping. Not really seeing anybody, just kind of. Now I go up to this building in front of me. I don't know if there's anybody in here or not, but considering the fact I did hear chest, I wasn't as worried. Almost always reload, like, to make sure I have a full mag, and I like being fully stocked on ammo. So normally you would think I'd have a munitions box, but that's not always the case. In this case, the armor box kind of helped me out here, and you'll see that again more towards the end. And again, another self-res. I'm gonna go up here. I spend a little bit more time up here than I should have, knowing that there's higher ground and higher buildings around me. So that would usually make me for easy pickings. But I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna look all over the place and everything. And then you're gonna notice I see that SUV that's over on the mini-map and everything like that, and I try to go scope it out. Because it was right over there by a buy station. He got out of view before I could do anything about that. I couldn't make that shot or anything. There was no way. And I'm going to eyeball that for a little bit too long. I do see that cluster strike coming in, but it's not near my target and it's not near me. So I don't really think twice about it. Excuse me, didn't mean to yawn your guys' ear. And like I said, I'm just spending a little bit too much time on here than I should have.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I keep thinking that I'm gonna get hit from behind from other people who like to play the edge as well as I did here in this game. And I noticed that supply drop falling up there, so I know there's somebody directly north of me.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I just don't quite know exactly how far off he was, since I'm sitting here thinking, okay, he's got to be near the buy station. And I keep thinking that dude's over there right by that truck. Because I hadn't seen him come out. I didn't see that SUV take off anymore.
Gas is moving in.
I'm going for this chest just looking for cash, and I got what I wanted. I got cash. I'm sitting here thinking, like, maybe I'm going to hit another buy station along the way, grab me some freaking streaks and stuff like that. You're going to see I don't, so I don't know why I keep doing it. But I don't even go in this building right here. I'm just kind of eyeballing my baby monitor, making sure that there's nobody around in there that's going to end up popping me as I run off. I'm going this building. Again, here, chest, just kind of looking around, see what I can find. Nothing there. Move on into this building. Same thing, only I actually do find the chest and a small amount of money. And I'm not trying to run through too many doors or kick them in, because that makes a ton of noise. Every once in a while you're going to see me flick my controller around and everything like that. Flip my stick around on the controller and just look back and forth a lot while I'm running forward, because it's usually a good indicator that there is a sniper trying to shoot me, or I feel like there is one. And I know there was somebody shooting at me from behind there, but I'm not going to sit here and try to challenge that knowing he's got that big of a jump on me. I could have stayed dead right up behind him and got it. Well, see, yeah, that might have been the truth right there, but I'm not sitting here trying to be a hero and push anything that doesn't need to be pushed. See what I mean by flicking my stick back and forth? There's the ATV that passed me literally just a short minute, not even a minute ago. And somebody's shooting at me now and everything like that, so yeah, armor up, make sure I got full armor. And somebody's already freaking shooting at the dude who was shooting at me. And he was getting away, and I don't know how I missed that shot. That one I can probably see he got into cover before I could land a shot, but I couldn't find who was shooting at him, so my idea was, knowing that that other dude might be looking at me, I might want to get across here without too many issues. I also see the ATV up there as well. I think it's an ATV. Or is it a truck? I'm trying to remember. Because I know there was a dude who was driving a truck all the way up to the last couple circles. So I went up here to get on. Actually was sitting there eyeballing behind me, knowing that they're not going to have anywhere to go for cover or anything like that once the gas gets close enough to where they actually have to cross that bridge. There's an eyeball on it. Reload my SPR for who knows what reason. There's nobody up here ultimately, but I still play a little bit too quiet sometimes.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Ooh. Just kind of crouch walking my way up. Again, just trying to make the least amount of noise as possible. So now I'm just watching back there behind me, knowing where the gas is going to edge right there on that street. See a little gunfight down there, so I think I'm going to third party him. I see the one dude get down, and I don't see the other dude, so I'm just kind of eyeballing the body, because a lot of people just tend to walk over bodies. And how that wasn't a headshot is still beyond me, or even an upper body shot just to break his armor. I see that truck, I try to it, and yeah, I whipped that shot hard. Still think that dude is down there. I stayed up here for a little bit too long in my opinion. Sitting here thinking I'm finally gonna get the shot, I'm gonna get this dude, and no, he never comes. And I think I missed somebody down there like a goddamn idiot now that I'm rewatching this. But I'm not sweating it too much, honestly, because I know they're gonna have to come up behind me. Because I know the gas is closing, getting ready to close up. Knowing where that circle is, I want to try to be in cover. Being on the road is not also not that great of an idea either, because there's always a lot of people driving about. I see this radio tower right here. I was like, maybe I'll have a good vantage point right here. Maybe I'll be lucky and the circle will close in over here. I'll soon realize I'm wrong, soon enough, when the gas closes. I still haven't died yet, I realize, too, now that I sit there and think about it. I was like, I haven't even gone to the gulag yet, and it's closing? But I also hear somebody shooting off the top of there, and I was right, because, one, it showed on the minimap. Broke his armor there. A hell of a shot, in my opinion. How I hit this shot is beyond me, because I had zero arrow room here. Not that shot, but the next shot. I promise this next shot's gonna down him. I know he's self-resing himself, but I never get him to actually pop back out. He never pops back out from me. I kind of looked down for a second and I looked back up. He might have got away when I wasn't paying attention to him up there. But I promise I'll get his. I tried to mark it through there, but it doesn't work. It kind of marks the tower itself. And now I've got an eyeball behind me because I know I don't have enough friggin' breathing room.
Fighting's over. Now it's a ghost town.
See that dude going down there? I'm leaving. That's the guy I was trying to shoot at earlier, but he gets out of view quick enough to where I can't make a good play on him. I stay here for too long. I should have already crossed that bridge over there, but eventually I do. First things are going to pick up a little bit here. Just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. This is a very conservative gameplay, if you ask me. And what I mean by that is just like I didn't necessarily press the action. I didn't push the action. I just tried to do what I can to stay afloat, stay alive, and hopefully get a win. And get as far as I can and hopefully get a win. I really wasn't shooting for a dub this match, and it just happened. I know that truck is off to the side again. I hear it, and then I see it on the minimap, and I know that one dude still doesn't have a suppressor on his gun. What person doesn't have a suppressor on their gun in Warzone, in my opinion? I don't know who never has a suppressor on their gun in Warzone. Makes no sense. I'm trying to eyeball what's going on behind me because I know the action's about to be pressed up a little bit here. I got shot at a couple times here, but somebody came through and third-partied the guy. And then I'd do him in.
Keep the pressure on.
Like a fucking dick. Gonna go through, just grab things. I start running towards my loadout in this case. But I know for a fact I'm not trying to shoot for the loadouts. This dude had no idea what hit him.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
I think about it for a second. I do think about it for a second to grab the loadout and go, and then I realize, like, you know what? Maybe I might be better off if I ignore it. Because I know there's people who know where that loadout is, and they're probably eyeballing it. And if one disappears, yeah, if one disappears, they're gonna know right where I'm at, and I'm not trying to have all that. I know here I'm still out of the circle. I see somebody coming in. I tried to take a pot shot at him, but I miss entirely, and he starts shooting at me.
Enemy UAV overhead.
How I get away here long enough to plate back up is beyond me.
You've got gas moving in.
But he rushed where I was. I didn't expect that, and then, no, turned around, got that dude. Plate back up. There's only one more kill left for me to get, and it's the last dude who's in the game. And I have an idea where he's at because, well, I see him over there. I feel like I should have got this dude a few more times over. Excuse me. Ooh, that came out of nowhere. And how I'm unable to hit these shots, I am mad at myself about, because at this range, I shouldn't be worrying about bullet drop.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
And I know it's not a hit scan anymore. I know when they touched the SPR, they took away the hit scan ability when you used the other mags, and I was using the 338 Lapua. Also because that was just my choice in mags there and everything like that, and I liked them better. He does tag me a couple times here. Eventually crack him. aim up across that retarded aardvark there for a minute. I was like, oh, I don't have any more plates. Let's use this. And I know I shot at this dude earlier too because the name looked immediately familiar to me. I was like, I downed this motherfucker. How is he not dead? And then I realized, oh hey, I never got the kill credit for it. And then I just go in and rush in and finish him off finally.
GG's.
And you know what? There it is. There's the dub. Here's the W right there. And now put it back in. In memoriam of all these people who stood in our way today in this particular match. And I feel like I got lucky to win. Because sometimes it just comes down to that. And as it is, thank you guys. Have a good day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Ooh, I want to turn my controller back on.
Baby.
Good game, guys. Good game. GG's. Woo! I had to sweat it there at the end.